Hi and welcome. It's week 5. So we're going to start with that march on the spot, or you can take it straight up into a jog. So if you want to, you can be here, or you can just be marching and raising those arms above the head. So reaching and pulling. We're going to have a bit of a different warm-up today. We're going to start adding on some exercises, but also we're going to have a few breaks. So reaching and pulling, and then if you want to keep that heart rate up, just bring it down. We're going to go back to that march, and this time we're going to add on another exercise. So we're here, so you either keep with that march, you're reaching and pulling, and then when that bell goes, you can either step out a star, or you can star jump, or you can take it up in the air. So you're going to go in 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. So your option is to step out that star if you want. You can go back to week 4's variation, or you can bring it straight up. So it depends how warm you are. We are going to keep adding on, so you can just change through those options. Good. And again, you can either have a little march, or you can take a complete rest. So again, we're going to start with that march on the spot, bringing in those arms overhead. We'll take it straight into a jog. So you're going to start building on these exercises. So that next exercise is that stepping star. So when you're ready, use your option. So you can be here, you can step it, or you can bring it down and starburst. We're going to add on a press up with an opening T. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. So you can come down to your knees, or you can box it, or you can be on your toes. And you're just going to be opening up into a T. So just starting to feel a nice stretch through that chest. So you can be toes, box, or with the knees slightly further back. So we're going to go again, starting with that march or that jog. So it's a bit of a memory test. So we're only going to have 5 exercises. But each time we add on. So this time we've got this march or jog. You're going to come into that star jump. So choose your options, step, or you could just pop those legs and arms out, or you can come here. So there's an option for everyone, no matter what your level of fitness, and it's just your choice to how your body's feeling on that day, to what you pop in. So remember your options are to be on your knees, in a box, or up on your toes. So this warm-up is really about getting that body ready for this week's challenge. So you're going to come up, so bring those legs in, and all we're going to do is do some walkouts, and then you're going to walk back. So you're going to walk out, and then you're going to walk back. So really feel that nice stretch through the back of the legs as you walk forward and back, and you're going to have a break. So we're going to start with that march, and we're going to add on that last exercise. So marching or jogging, bringing in those arms whether you're low impact or high. Again, you can make this as big as you want now. You should be starting to feel nice and warm through those joints. We're going to have those star jumps. So step them, or you can jump them, or you can go anywhere in between. So just there's 5 exercises, and then you're going to get a small break, and we're going to get into the real heart of the workout. So 5 seconds. Coming down into that press up. 2, 1. So pressing up, and then opening up through that chest. So really take time to get that opening, taking that arm up and over. Nice stretch through the pectoral muscle. Nearly there. Gonna have those walkouts again. So you're just going to be here, walk out, hold plank, take it back. Nice stretch down the back of the legs. A really nice way to get some warmth through that core. Keep going. Okay, last exercise is lunges. So you can either jump these, step them, take your hands over your head. So wherever your option is, make sure that back knee's dropping and you're getting some nice movement. Good. And you are there. Okay guys, so we have warmed up. We are now going to start with the first Tabata sequence. We're going to do all the cardio at the beginning of this video. So there are going to be breaks, that's the good news. And for the Tabata, it's your choice. The first exercise, you can either choose to kettlebell swing or you can choose to goblet squat. So if you choose to goblet squat, you get your kettlebell or your dumbbell and you're just going to hold it close to the body and bring it up and down. But it is completely your choice. If you want, you can take the weight overhead or you can come with me and kettlebell swing. So hopefully you have recovered. So decide on your move. You're going to start that swing. Good. So you're jumping through those legs, locking out through those knees. This is the only one of the Tabata where you're going to be using a resistance. The rest is all going to be body weight. So really jump through those legs. Exhale, breathing in, breathing out. And this is your longest round. You've got 15 seconds. 10. Jump through those legs. If you've got that squat, see if you can go lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. So pop your weight to one side. Next exercise is 4 rope jumps and then 4 punches. So you can choose, you can be here and then you can be here, or you can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So your choice. And you can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. If you want more, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can pull up both knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then land soft. 2, 3, 4. So the more you pull up those knees, the harder it will be. Land soft. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. You're coming down. We've got tricep dips. So you can either lean back or you can come here. So you're going to dip for 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Dip for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So your option would be to rock back for 2, and then keep your bum down if you need to, and kick those legs. Otherwise you're here for 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, dipping back, 1, 2, 3, 4. So feeling it through those triceps. Good, fantastic. 2, 3, 4. Okay, you're turning it over. We've got a mountain climber. So you can be in a box, pulling those knees in, and then across, or you run them, or you step them. So there's 2 in the middle, 2 to the sides, 2 in the middle. Good, and then you just alternate. So middle, middle, and then elbow, elbow. So through the middle, elbow, elbow. So middle, middle, elbow, elbow. Try and keep it all soft through those elbows. Keep that weight forward. So squeezing through and across. So across, through, nearly there. 5 seconds. Keep it going. Brilliant. Okay, you nearly know all of the moves. We're going to go into an upside down bug now. So you're going to take your arms and legs up, and all you're going to do is look a bit like a bug that's on its back, and you're reaching your hand across that opposite ankle, trying to lift that shoulder blade off the floor. So you've got one more move, and this is your longest round done. So you've already done the hardest bit of Tabata. It's only going to get easier. So really drop that other leg, reach across, 10 seconds, reaching. Remember to breathe, exhale as you squeeze through the core. Fantastic. Okay guys, we've got something called a gorilla burpee. If this isn't for you, just pop in a squat or a squat jump. So you are going to just come here, jump the legs back, and you bring the hands here. So you can obviously step this, step it in and then sink, or you're going to jump and then just try and pop that chest up high. So you really start to feel it through the thighs, shooting those legs back or stepping them. So completely your choice. You've got 15 seconds. Keep breathing. You're coming up to your first break. So everything you have, push to the end. You've got 2 seconds. 1, you are there. Okay, first round done. I'm gonna pause the timer. Get yourself some water. We're going to be going again, but this time the great news is the timer is going to be slightly shorter. So that was a 45-second round. This time we're only going for 30. Same 6 exercises, you know your options, use them, and if an exercise isn't right, just switch in anything else. We're starting with that swing, or with your goblet squat or your squat overhead press. So if you've got a kettlebell, start with that swing. Oh, we're gonna get a rest. Oh, how nice. Okay, so wait. You've got 3 seconds. Pick up that weight. 2 seconds, let's go. So it's important to let the heart rate come down so you can really push. That's the importance of interval training, that you get these spikes and then it comes down and then you spike again. 10 seconds. 5, really jump through those legs, squeeze the butt cheeks together, 2, 1. So pop your weight out of the way. We've got 4 rope jumps, 4 punches on the ground or jumping. Ready, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So counting, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's never my strong point. So just count in your head. Land soft through those knees, either with the impact or without. Try and get that chest forward, and get that rope really swinging for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Got that tricep dip for 2. So you're either rocking back here or you take your bum off the ground. So we've got 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, good. Dipping, so that bum can stay in contact with the ground if you need it to. Really make sure you bend those elbows and make sure you're getting some work through the backs of the arms. Often we really don't use our triceps, so it doesn't take much to get them really tired. Okay, halfway, 3 more exercises. We have got that mountain climber. Still use your box if you need to. Through the middle to the sides. Middle sides. So taking it across the body and then through those hands. 15 seconds. You're only going to have 2 more exercises. You're going to come back for another break. So there's only 6 of these. And the timer is getting kinder. Good. Okay, we've got that upside down bug. So taking arms and legs straight up, and then you're just dropping across to the opposite. So hand across to opposite ankle, getting a really nice bit of work through the sides, through the core. And again, play around with it. It might be that you want to keep it quite high, or it might be that you can really drop the opposite leg down and increase that intensity. It's all about how it feels in your body. You can even change it for leg extensions. Good. We've got that gorilla. Who would want that gorilla? So remember, if gorilla is not for you, you can squat, jump or squat. Otherwise, you come down and then you're just popping up those hands, sinking through that bum. So legs either jump back or step back. If you're stepping, try and change your leading leg. Good. Keeping that drop. 10 seconds. Keep the breathing. 5. So close. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Really good work, guys. I want you to take that break. Take some water. We're going to go with a timer this time. So we're going to start again in a couple of seconds. So all you need to do is get your kettlebell or your dumbbell, and you're either goblet squatting or kettlebell swinging. So this round is only 20 seconds. So it's going to feel noticeably different. So now's the time to think about whether you want to try something heavier or even switch in a slightly different move. So you've got 2 seconds. We are off. So jumping through those legs, or getting nice and low with that squat jump and squat overhead press. So whatever you're doing, do it a little bit bigger. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. So 20 seconds is really, really quick. We've got those rope jumps. You either stay on the ground or you're going to be jumping one or both legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get those punches. Land soft through those knees. 6 seconds. Fantastic. Coming down. We've got that tricep dip for 2. 4 leg kicks. Facing those fingers into the bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then dipping. With bum on the ground or bum up. Keep it going, 3 seconds. Brilliant, we've got that oblique mountain climber. So you run them through the middle and then to the sides. Knees, blocks or toes. Running them, or you can walk them. So if you want to take out that impact, just walk them and really focus on your range and that squeeze. Still super effective for working your core. Okay, we've got the upside down bug. So we're nearly done for our 20-second round. Arms and legs up, opposite leg to arm. You're just reaching across, dropping that other leg and other arm as much as feels comfortable. Or again, popping in single leg extensions. Only 5 seconds. 3, 2, brilliant. We've got that gorilla burpee. So we're going to be going squat jump if you need to, or just walk those legs. So you just stay down on the ground. You really get that weight through the back of those heels. So make sure you're landing those heels. You've got 7 seconds. 5, Nearly there. Brilliant. Get some water. We are nearly done with Tabata. So I'm popping all the cardio into the front end of this workout. So you've got 10 seconds. So breathe. I want you to grab your kettlebell for either your goblet squat. We're going again. This time, we're just going to move through the list of 6 exercises. So we're going to be done in no time. That will be your big cardio HIIT done. So everything you have left. 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys have got those rope jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, take down the intensity if you need to. You're going to bring it down. Tricep dips for 2. Palm on the ground. Or you can be up on those hands. So you can make sure those elbows still dip. We're going to come into those oblique and normal mountain climbers. So, already so close. By taking out the brakes, you just get loads more done. Keep that heart rate high. Remember, this is the end for your cardio. I want you to feel tired and like you wouldn't be able to keep doing more and more and more. We've got that upside down bug. So don't be afraid of burning out. It's always amazing how quickly you do recover. So don't be afraid of pushing. You can always pause the video, take a break. Fantastic, gorilla burpee. So last little bit. It's jumping or stepping those legs back. You're coming up for a break, 5 seconds. Drop it into those legs. Really get that chest upright. So good. Okay, so guys, you're gonna need your dumbbells next. Grab some water, let the heart rate come down. We've got some different moves. So we're gonna have a dumbbell with a dumbbell frontal raise with a lunge. So what we're going to be doing is dropping back into the knee and coming up with a frontal raise and then switching and then dropping. So do choose your weights appropriately. Might be you want to come down. Quite often, upper body strength isn't quite as good as lower body, or your option is just to do the legs. So you can just be here, we're off. So you can just be dropping them. And if you want that bit more as you drop them, you're just going to try and do that frontal raise. So you can keep a slight soft through those elbows, otherwise you're stepping back, feeling it through those arms, feeling it through those shoulders, dropping nice and low. Good, and just keep going. So we've just got 8 strength exercises. It's a full body blast for you. So there will not be any muscles left unexercised. 3 seconds. Good, okay. We're gonna keep with those lunges, but this time we're gonna be doing lat raise. So you're gonna take the leg back, bring the weights in, and this time, it's gonna take those elbows high. So weights aren't necessarily high, it's elbows. If your weights are quite light, you might want to take your arms longer to increase that intensity. So just dropping back. Or your other option is just to keep the weights by your side, or use no weights and just do all of this under body weight. So as you get fitter, you'll need more of a challenge, but using your own body weight is absolutely fine for all the strength exercises. So we're nearly there for 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna have a squat with an overhead press. So I'm gonna get you to get your weight. Don't rest them on your shoulders, but rest them close. You're going to be getting nice and low. and then squeezing those shoulders together at the top. So you breathe in, you breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out. So you're sinking through that bum, powering through bottom half of the body to really help those weights up. And then that little squeeze that the dumbbells allow you to do, it's going to really activate through your shoulders. 7, 5, exhale as they come overhead, 2, 1. Brilliant. So you're going to have a clean and press next. So you're going to run the weights up, and then when they get to about rib height, you flip the elbows forward and you're going to push. So you can either come here and keep it much more through the upper body. If your weights are quite heavy, you might want to come with me. So we'll get up and under your weight, you'll push, you'll catch, and then you'll come down. So you run them up the body, you catch, you push, and then you run them back down again. Or you might be able to do a couple without the legs helping, and then bring the legs back if you need to. But if you can, just see if you can clean those weights, pop those elbows forward, and then press to the sky. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Okay, next exercise. I'm going to come down into a squat. You are going to do a bicep. Then you're going to come into an overhead press, and then you're going to do a tricep. So you drop down, open up into a bicep, squeeze up, and then back into a tricep. So make sure you've got the correct weight, that you're able to do all of these moves together. So again, we're trying to get those triceps a bit stronger. If it's too heavy for you with both, you can always just drop out that tricep and just stick with that overhead. Really nice compound move. So the more muscles we move, the more bang we get for our buck. So if you're only exercising a couple of times or 2 or 3 times a week for 45 minutes, you really want to maximize your results. This is the way. Okay, we're going to have downward dog press up, or you can be on your knees and just boxing a press. But if you can, you're going to come here, you're going to be in a downward dog, you're going to roll forward, and then you're going to press, and then you're going to downward dog. So really press back, sweep forward. Here's where you can, if you need to, drop to your knees and press, and then come back into the downward dog. So try and stay up on your toes. Drop to the knees if you need to, or just move between the options. But your other option is just to be in a box. Otherwise you are here, you roll through, and you press. So really good for the chest. Taking it back, roll through, and press. Brilliant. So you're going to take your weights and then go into a chest fly. So what you're going to do is take your weights long, and you're going to squeeze them up to center. So you're breathing in, you're breathing out. So you're imagining you're opening up like a book, and then as you exhale, you squeeze front to back, pull up through the pelvic floor, and you really feel your core fire. And then you're just going to keep going. So you're breathing in and breathing out. So breathing in and breathing out. So really open and then close. So opening up through that chest. And then as you exhale, you squeeze those weights, lift through that pelvic floor, and get that really deep core muscle firing. Brilliant. Okay, so guys, I want you to step your left leg forward. You're going to bend over that knee, and you're going to pull up. So you're trying to imagine you've got a pencil between your shoulder blades. So you're leant forward and you're squeezing. So you're breathing in and breathing out. So you can hold that little top squeeze, breathing in and breathing out. It's really important to work the top of the back muscles, breathing in and breathing out. Thinking about squeezing up through those elbows, breathing in, breathing out. Really nice work, guys. You're nearly there, 5 seconds. This is your last one of the strength exercises. So you're gonna pop those down. Grab yourself some water. It wouldn't be right with strength training to just go around once. So we are going around twice. Then you're just gonna have a little bit of core work, and then you're gonna be done. So we've got about 10 minutes left. So grab yourself some water. We're going to be starting with that lunge, with that frontal raise. So you're going to drop down into that knee and then step those legs back together again. So again, you might be able to go faster if your weights are lighter, and that might push up the heart rate a bit more, or you might want to slow it down and really focus on exhaling and making sure that your technique is right. Depends on how heavy your weights are, depends on how strong you are, but don't injure yourself. So these smaller muscles around the shoulders can be injured really easily, so just look after yourself. 3 seconds. We've done enough for elevating heart rate. This is all about making some lean muscle. So we're going to go back for that lunge, but this time you're going to have those elbows bent, or if your weights are lighter, you can take those arms long. So you're just going to perform that lat raise. So you imagine you've got string coming out of your elbows. So as that knee drops, you get to pull up those elbows. Keep your chest proud. Make sure you're not leaning over. 20 seconds. Really nice. So 3 already done. Don't give up now. There's no point. You're too close. 2 seconds and 1. So we're going to have that clean and press. So remember, you're really trying to run those weights up, flip those elbows, and then push to the sky, with or without the help of those knees. So if you want more through the upper body, try not to use those knees. So you just run the weights up, elbows flip forward, and you push to the sky. So you run those weights up, flip, and push. So everything stays really close to the body. You've only got 20 seconds. So if you've got a heavier weight, or even a lighter weight, but you feel like your upper body isn't letting you get there, now's the time to pop in that little squat. 8 seconds. Nearly there for 4. And you've got your last one. Brilliant. We've got that squat bicep, overhead tricep. So remember, if it's all too much, just stick either with a squat and a bicep, or just pop in whatever variation you can manage. So you come down to squat, you're going to bicep, push, overhead, tricep. So you come down, open, bicep, push, overhead, tricep. So coming down. So hopefully after week 4, this is going to feel okay, because those biceps hopefully are stronger now. So as you do go through the weeks, make sure you continue to incrementally load. Might be you go back to a previous week and you notice you can lift heavier weight or get more reps in. And that's what it's all about. Just increasing that load, either through the volume that you do or the amount of resistance. Fantastic. We're going to go for that downward dog press up. So your option is just to box and just stay in an ordinary press up, or you're in a downward dog. You roll forward, drop to your knees if you need to here, otherwise you're just going to press. So you come back, enjoy that little stretch, you come forward and press. And you downward dog, roll forward, drop to your knees if you need them, and press. Or you can just be in a box, press up. So press ups are so fantastic for pretty much everything. Getting yourself up off the floor as you get older is really important. So it's really good just to use your own body weight. And just build up your strength. Go through those levels. Brilliant. So we're going to go into that chest fly. So we've only got 2 more exercises. You're going to be done for strength. We're just going to end with a little bit of core. So you've got those weights. You breathe in as they open and breathe out as you bring them back together. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So you imagine your chest is like a book. So you're really trying to work those pectoral muscles. So the longer your arms are, the longer those levers are, the more you're going to be working through that chest. So breathing in, breathing out. And really squeeze through that core, so those deep transverse abdominal muscles. As you exhale, pelvic floor will lift and all those deep core muscles are going to fire. Fantastic. You've got that very last little bit. So last time we stepped out that left leg. So this time, step out that right. You're going to bend forward and you're going to squeeze. So really think about that pencil. Imagine squeezing and holding. So working through the top of the back, through the arms. "20 seconds. All you're going to have after this is some lovely core work and you will be done. So 10 seconds left. You're going to break and get some water and you've just got this last remaining challenge for your deep core muscles. 2 seconds. 1. Brilliant. You can, if you want, keep a piece of resistance handy, but you don't have to. Grab yourself some water and we are going to be going down onto your core. So we'll just have this little break. So if you need to, grab a soft surface. I'm going to have this mat here. And all we're going to do initially is be on our side. So when you're in a side plank, you do have options. One option is to have that bottom knee here, and you can just be here. And you can just hold it here. That's absolutely fine. Try and check that your shoulder is over your elbow. If you want a bit more, you can lengthen through and you can be here. And if you want more again, I don't mind if you want to hold a piece of resistance. So just you can choose, but do set yourself up, find yourself something nice and soft. We're going to be doing some dips. So we're going to be really working that underside. We're going to go for 30 seconds. So all you're trying to do is squeeze that tickle muscle. So that muscle that's facing the mat is just squeezing. So you're really working those obliques. There's a whole plank sequence here. So it's just 3 moves. So this is your side plank on your right side or your left. Just note what side you're on. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You're then going to move it into an ordinary hover. And your choice here is to obviously drop to your knees if you need to. And you just hold. Otherwise you can step out feet, or if you want a little bit more, you can step out hands. So I'm going to go to the other side of my mat and be on my left side. But you can just face the wall or face away to change sides. So close. Nearly there. So you're coming up on that other side. So just make sure you are up on that other side. Take a moment just to set yourself up, and then you're squeezing. So a little exhale as you lift, squeezing through those muscles that run on the underside. You're coming up to a break, 2 seconds, 1. Really nice work. So we're going to go again, one last time, and then you are going to be done. We are going to be stretching. Got a really nice week 5 mobility. So I do believe this week's video is harder, but I do actually believe it's slightly shorter than week 4. So you might find the time just to stick that mobility on. It's easier just to add on that 10 minutes quite often than it is to find the momentum and motivation to turn it on at another point. So you've got 6 seconds, you're going to take it into hover, stepping out those hands or those feet. 2, 1. So you're here. So you can either drop down to those knees, you can tap out hands. So the less stable you become, the harder your plank is going to feel. So just make sure your hips aren't rocking. Make sure that you are nice and secure through the core. You are so close. You have smashed week 5. You have got one more exercise. So you should be super proud of yourself for getting it done. Hopefully you are really enjoying this. I love hearing about everybody and how brilliantly they are doing. Do keep present on the group. Really keep focused on those 3 actions. So now we're further into the challenge. Maybe some of these things are more automatic for you, I hope so. So getting that 10,000 step target in every day, hitting those calories and working out 3 times a week with 2 stretches.
Activity completed.
Fantastic. Guys, all I want you to do, pop that resistance down to one side. Just want you to take it back into child's pose with a little rock. So just rock through. If you're going to do the mobility, you can just turn off now and just go straight into mobility. If not, come here and you're just going to just get a nice little stretch. Taking it back. Okay, guys, I want you to step 1 foot forward. You're going to get a nice stretch through that hamstring and through that calf muscle. So really just lower down. So at the very least, make sure you're doing these maintenance stretches. And whenever you can, work on increasing that stretch time. Really good to lengthen those muscles that we're working really hard. Do really keep an eye on your nutrition. Make sure that you're really fueling your body so you can get the most out of this. You need to make sure that you're feeding these muscles. They need plenty of good quality protein. They're going to need lots of energy. So you're going to need to make sure you've got some really nice complex carbohydrates. Great time to have your white carbs post-working out to help feed those muscles. So just get those hips facing forward. So we have got week 6's challenge coming up. Do stay accountable. I do love hearing from you all. It's a great time actually to start thinking about whether you want some progress photos. It's still not too late. You can still make a massive difference. So if you haven't uploaded any, I would highly recommend you do. I want you to take one leg, wrap it behind, take that arm up and over, and you're going to tricep extend at the same time and get a nice stretch all the way down that side. And then you're just going to switch. So other arm, other leg wrap, take it over, really nice stretch. Brilliant. Open up through that chest. It has worked really, really hard. Awesome, awesome work, guys. Keep going. Believe in the actions and you will get the results, I promise. I'll see you next week.